In the world of treatment writing, there's one thing that you can do that will ensure your treatment stands out above and beyond everyone else's when pitching. What is it? We work in a visual medium. So whether you're trying to sell your own original idea for a music video, or you're presenting your own take on an agency script for a commercial, there's no better way to do this than with imagery. Think about it. Anyone who's ever read a book that later gets made into a movie comes out the cinema saying things like, "That's not how I pictured Harry to look," or "I thought their character was a lot more sinister in the book," because words are far more open to interpretation in someone's mind as to how a character should be or how a scene should play out. If you can show someone something rather than saying it, you're far more likely to convince them. As my good friend and channel guest regular commercial director Tom Brown always says, show it, don't say it. Where do you find these images that are in your mind? Chances are, if you thought it in your head, it's probably been done. Maybe not exactly in the way that you pictured it, but there'll be something pretty close that's out there. There's a bunch of places you can get images from. First up, your own catalogue. Whenever I see a new piece of work I love and I have 5 minutes to spare, I'm screen grabbing and organising my images into folders in my Dropbox. There are pros and cons to this. It's kind of like I'm revising for an exam when I'm sorting them out. It commits things more to memory for me when I need to unlock it in the future. It doesn't cost me a penny to do, and I always have them with me, saved on my desktop, phone, and even in the mystical cloud via my Dropbox. The cons, though, are in the organisation. I've got categories that I began with when I first started screen grabbing, but the bigger my catalogue gets, the more disorganised it gets, as I haven't keyworded and named all of these images since I started. But another positive, when I'm looking for that one image that's in mind, I stumble across other references I might not have thought of that can often prompt other ideas too. And where do you build this library up from? Well, the obvious places: Vimeo, YouTube, Instagram. I follow tons of directors and DPs that regularly post their own work, and that's where I see it. On top of that, there are useful but often expensive subscription services that regularly post about commercial work, like The Drum, a site that talks about advertising industry news and posts tons of projects, and the more recently discovered for me, Daily Reviews, another site that purely posts and reviews commercial work. But maybe you haven't got time for all of this cataloguing and commercial watching. Maybe you're just so busy running around like a madman doing tons of small content jobs that you just don't have the time needed to put into those treatments in order to win the bigger jobs, the sorts of work that you'd rather be doing. Well, if that's you, and even if it's not, there are some sites that you should definitely know about. I'm going to save the best till last, so let's start with a freebie. If you're thinking of an exact frame from a particular film, then a good free resource is filmgrab.com. They haven't got every frame, nor every film, and you need to know what you're looking for because the search feature sucks. But they do have a lot of grabs online, and best of all, it's free. Secondly, there's flim.ai. For around $14 a month, you can search a pretty good variety of films, shows, and they claim they'll be adding ads and music videos soon, but I can't find many on there at the moment. One of my favorite features about this site, as well as the other two I have to tell you about, is the search by color option. If I'm building out a page about the look of a scene, I've usually got some key images in mind, or I've found my key images, but could do with padding it out with similar feeling imagery a bit more. This search option is a game changer for that. Next up, there's shopdeck.com. This used to be free. However, since it's developed and grown, they put a mildly upsetting price tag on it. For $12.95 a month, you can have access to an ever-expanding database of film and series grabs. The search feature here is really good. If you're a nerdy cinematographer type, you can even narrow things down to the type of composition, format it was shot on, and as much detail as even the type of film stock if it was shot on film. Lastly, and for me as someone who mostly works in the commercial world, bestly, there's frameset.app. Just like the previous three sites, they have a ton of grabs from movies. But where they come out winning for the sorts of things I'm looking for is they have a load of music videos and, more importantly, commercial work. You can create collections of grabs you like in their sets feature, discover other work from the world of lesser-known commercial directors, and they have a search feature on par with that of ShopDeck. Less the nerdy camera details, but as a director writing treatments, that's not exactly what I'm using this for anyway. Again, you need to pay for this resource. This one's $15.99 a month, but a much more reasonable $10.99 a month if you subscribe for the whole year. And I have some good news for you. The fine people at Frameset have given me a discount code for you to use. If you follow the affiliate link in the description below and use the code ScottPieces at checkout, you'll receive a 10% discount on your subscription. And by purchasing it via the affiliate link in the description, you'll be supporting this channel, because I'll get a small percentage of your purchase at no extra cost to you. Well, actually, if you're using the code, it's 10% less of a cost to you. So we're both winning. It's annoying having to spend money when you haven't even won the job yet. But subscriptions like these are worthwhile investments that are going to help you level up your image research, create standout treatments, and most importantly, land that next step up level job. I've been working on a much more in-depth series about treatments because I'm really looking to level up my own game this year. Talking to other directors in other parts of the industry who are making way better work than I consider of my own. But as a lot of these conversations are still ongoing, let me know in the comments section if there's any questions that you want answering on how to write treatments that win. Watch this video next to learn how I might approach writing my own original idea in a treatment for a music video. Like below if you made it this far, and subscribe for more semi-helpful tips and interesting insider industry knowledge.